Hey guys, just a little bit of a less scripted video today. I just wanted to kind of go through this Mario Maker Direct with you guys. I've just watched it a few times through and just taken a few minutes to sit back, just have a little think about what I thought of the Nintendo Direct overall, and just want to kind of give a little review of just how I thought the Direct was and a bit of a general reaction, I guess, all of the content that was shown off and what was announced. So a bit of background, bit of context. So yeah, I bought Mario Maker day one, really excited to play it, and dabbled mainly in the making of things, played a lot of other people's levels, but I was mainly there for the making. Really enjoyed going to friends, showing off my creations, seeing how they reacted to my levels, seeing how people play off my creations was just a really cool experience. But yeah, it was a little bit bare bones, and I'm really excited to see where Mario Maker 2 can take this. So, for me, first thing straight off the bat, story mode. Now, this might not be the most exciting thing for you guys, but just the idea of having over 100 stages crafted by Nintendo, and with all of the extra stuff that they've added in, just seems like a really, really cool thing to add. And it was one of the coolest parts of Mario Maker 1 was going through those handcrafted Nintendo levels. They were such creativity to them and loads of different cool ideas. And just the idea that not only do we have over 100 of those now, putting in the Nintendo charm and the character with putting all the Toadette and Toads in there and putting all these unique different characters and being oh look, we need to, rebuild Peach's castle. I think it adds a nice little context to it, and I'm really excited to just try out all those levels. With everything they've added to the sequel, I can't imagine how off the rails some of these levels can get. Really, really cool. But, next point, probably what most people are coming away with the big announcement is what they've hinted at for a little while, and that is the co-op and the multiplayer. This Mario Maker 2 has co-op making, cooperative versus mode, it has competitive versus mode, and that's just really cool. This all really sells this as a true sequel to me. I love that we can, in true Nintendo fashion, just play competitively or cooperatively, choosing to either embrace the chaos or run away from it. But as the title suggests, this is about making. And co-op making is a massive addition. It's a bit weird that it seems to be limited to just one screen. I don't know how that's going to work out in the overall gameplay and the overall making aspect. Seems a bit strange to be confined to one area. I'd love to see if it was maybe a split screen version was added, or maybe we could do it online or even local play with a couple of switches. However they want to get around it, I think it would be really nice to be able to kind of go to different sections of the courses, make your own ideas, and then kind of collaborate those ideas together with other people rather than just having to be stuck to one screen at all times. But they didn't really show much of that, they just kind of confirmed that it was a thing, but really, really cool addition nonetheless. So yeah, really cool to see all of the quality of life stuff added to the online, and I say a lot of things in Mario Maker 1 were very basic. They just didn't really have much search functionality, and that was greatly improved, and now they've added better maker profiles, and so that is really nice little improvements to see overall. So now we get to the new section, which shows off new items and features. Really strange to see so many things already confirmed shown off. However, this is a segment that had lots to show us that we'd never really seen before too. So they show off some cool things like slopes, red Yoshis, and other items we knew about. They also showcased a few new sound effects, which is always lovely to see. One addition I love to see, we've already seen it before, the Angry Sun. I just love that. And then, as I will talk about a little bit later, we get a really cool extra little addition from the Angry Sun. Not only do we get these cool new items, we also get other additions to the game. So we can change the clear conditions of the levels now, which is just really cool. I'm trying to still wrap around my head about what ideas you can come up with and stuff, but this opens up the game to so many different things. So think about all of the different challenges that we could play in New Super Mario Bros. U and U Deluxe. That was some of the coolest new content in those games with the challenge modes, and now with all of these extra clear conditions, we're basically going to be able to make all that ourselves, and that's going to be really cool. and maybe like make some weird mini games and things like this. It's all going to be left for way more creative people than me to figure that out. But not only that, we can change the way the levels work a bit more now. So we've got the water level in the game, so like we can change the level of water and we can have it rising up and down. That is just really cool, and something that a lot of people thought were lacking in the last game. They've changed a lot of the auto-scrolling works as well, which is really, again, nice quality of life stuff, so you can custom scroll. But they confirm that we're getting vertical sub areas, and that's just really cool. We'll be able to like possibly recreate Super Mario Bros. 2 kind of levels. Another extra cool addition is that we get to stop the scrolling using a line of vertical blocks now, which opens up the chance to hide secret areas much more effectively than before. But a couple of really cool items that they've added to the game and like made for the game, I think. I've never seen these before, and I've played quite a lot of Mario games, so the dry bone shell, that's really cool. So it's like a little dry bone shell that you can float on lava with, and also go into like the little death pose for the dry bones and become invincible for a little while, which, other than the star item, is something we never really see in a Mario game. So that's so cool, and you can see so many like crazy death trap levels and perfect timing invincibility levels being made out of that. And then the swinging claw as well, that's just so cool. Could make like cool momentum levels and stuff like this, or just all of the new items and stuff that they're adding to this game is just opening up so many cool ideas, and I just love it. And then something I thought was coming to the game, but I didn't think they'd expand on so much, and that's just all the course themes. So they've added like desert, snow, forest, and sky themes to all of the game styles, which, you know, cool. I never expected to see that. And the fact that we get new music from Koji Kondo is just, that's just amazing. Absolutely cannot wait for that. But then, talking about the sun earlier, they just randomly showed off that there's now a friendly moon in the game, and this is cool, you know, counterpart to the angry sun. Oh man, it's one of the biggest shocking things of the presentation for me, and it's that we get night modes of all of the different themes in this. So apart from maybe underwater, they've shown off like every single different theme, and they all have night modes. And not only that, they show off like a unique gimmick each to differentiate them all, and it's really cool. So just to run through them all for you, you got like the ground theme, you get flying Goombas. Underground theme turns completely upside down. The ghost house has like the dark spotlight effect. Really loving that one. The sky, again, love this one. You go into like low gravity as if you're on the moon. Desert, you get a sandstorm. Snow theme becomes like slippery ice. And the forest theme, you get like poisonous water instead of just regular water. And then they've also said that there was a rotten mushroom. Looks a bit like kind of like a weird haunted poison mushroom, and they didn't really say what it did, but they said some items change at night as well, which will be even more insane and cool to see what all the combinations are. And yeah, I think this is insane. This is more than what we could have thought of and asked for. They've added essentially not just 4 themes, they've added like 7 alternate themes as well as that. So it's just really nice to see, and we can unlock the moon themes, but they didn't actually explain how to do that, probably just the story. But anyway, that's really cool. Something, however, I'm a bit more down on, not so super excited about, was actually the 3D world theme. So absolutely love this back when they showed it off in the first trailer, the announced trailer. But now they've come out and said a bit more detail about it, and the first thing they show off, it doesn't work with any other styles from any other game. So Mario Bros 3, you know, Mario Bros, New Super Mario Bros doesn't work with any other theme. It's completely unique to itself, and that is really disappointing to me. One of the coolest things in Mario Maker was to actually see all the different items and the conversions of just everything and all the themes of music between things we hadn't actually ever seen in style. So for example, getting the Boo House in the original Mario Bros theme was just really cool. Just all of those little interactions changing between the styles of the games was really cool. However, there's one thing that can redeem this maybe in the future. They haven't really spoken about it, but the 3D World style was in its own section labelled extra game styles. So, I mean, this could be nothing, but this could be everything. This could be them saying, look, we can't make every style work across the board, but let's add loads of off-the-wall styles and just make them unique to themselves. That would be so cool. Imagine like the Super Mario Bros. 2 style, or Super Mario Land 2, or Super Mario 64, or any of these. Galaxy. The amount of different styles we could now add to the game because they don't all have to work with one another. Really hope that they dive down into that and just go absolutely crazy. Because a lot of the things they've shown off, like, we already got shown in other trailers, but some of it was really cool things. A lot of the blocks are really unique, so like we've got crates that can float on like water and lava. We've got like the warp box, which can take you to like challenge rooms and things like this. We've got like blinking blocks, which can turn on and off depending on timing. We've track blocks. We've got like mushroom trampolines and Koopa car. Gonna really be nice to see like how unique this turns out to be, because we're basically getting a new 2D Mario game that we've never played before. We've never played and interacted with any of these items similar to any other 2D game. Like, this will feel like a completely fresh 2D Mario experience like we've never experienced before, and that is still really cool. If some of these levels are incorporated into the story mode made by Nintendo, that will just be awesome. So yeah, I mean, they've shown off other things. They've shown off some mini bosses and they show off Meowser, but yeah, overall excited about this. But again, I really would have wished the game styles all overlapped with one another in some way, but if they really expand into this, as I say, this will be just super cool and more than make up for anything. So just getting into like my overall feelings of this Direct, like as a Nintendo Direct itself, just like kind of the presentation of it all. I thought, you know, they open it up with a nice little CG bit of Mario and Luigi, and kind of hinting at the co-op further down the line. We saw it in other bits of marketing material, but it was a nice little hint of what was to come. It's really weird though to start it after that the way they did, with just having like this 3-minute-ish long section of just the basics of Mario Maker. It's very weird to see like such a focused Direct that's only 15-minute long take so long to explain the basics of what a Mario Maker game is. It doesn't feel like the right time and place for Nintendo to be doing that. Like maybe having like a separate trailer for a bit more of a mainstream audience, yes, but this is like a Nintendo Direct which we tuned in specifically for Mario Maker 2, explaining the very basics of it. Does seem a bit weird to me. The new stuff they announced was great. I wish a bit less time was spent on stuff that we already knew about. Could have been cut down quite a bit. Maybe like a 10-minute Direct would have been better, something like along those lines. Just like, I think this ended up being about 17 minutes, and it just felt a little bit long in the tooth for showing off the basics and a lot of things we already knew, but I can't say that it was a bad Direct at all. For a deep dive just on Mario Maker, really glad they focused on just Mario Maker as well. They show off some cool things and really get me excited about the game. It was a bit weird as well, so at the end they show off like a Mario bundle and kind of deals that they announced, and they were good discounts, but it's very strange to see it just slapped at the end of this Direct. I know why they did it, but it maybe seemed like it was more fitting for like just a bit of a press announcement, or like just something they released through Twitter instead, something like that. But anyway, small little gripe at the end. Overall though, I think really strong Direct. I'm just really excited about Mario Maker 2 now. I think saying that they're gonna have the Invitational June 8th, that's really exciting. We'll get to see some crazy things hopefully there. And yeah, just overall really hyped to see what they've added to the game. I just can't wait to get my hands on it now and see what other people come up with as well. Anyway guys, that is everything. Just like I say, a bit more of a freeform video this time. I'm working on some other stuff as well, but just really wanted to get my opinions out, just talk about this Direct a little bit. Hit me up in the comments and let me know what you guys think. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully you're hyped for Mario Maker 2. If you enjoy what I'm doing, please subscribe. Thank you very much guys. See you later.